Finally, some peace and quiet.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Sir Hans here is right. It's starting to piss me off the way Von Bergov's been stringing us along all this time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Bergov used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me Von Bergov has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlets. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Bergov has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
We really appreciate it, Sam. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malishov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlitz, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Me again? Well, at least I'll see Catherine.
Well, now, has the youngster here fallen in love?
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malishov and find out how von Berkhoff and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Praguers.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Henry, you have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
I don't know if words are enough. Simply, it was just like Skalitz. Confusion, screaming, dying, and then the flames. The worst part came when the gate fell. It was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment, and hell surged into the world.
God protect us! God damn it! I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side, but you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malishov for me.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you, friend. Thanks again. But duty calls.
You're so serious. You're not even interested in how I nicked that bow from Jobst.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsch. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine, like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. Because, as you yourself heard, there's no reasonable mission here for the noble lord of Leiper and Perkstein. So all I can do is head to the woods and make sure we don't die of hunger here. You'll come with me, right? We promised Zhizka some meat, after all.
That's a good idea, actually. Where should we go?
I found this great spot in the forest near Bohunjevitz, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me, have a drink, chat, and do some hunting. What's more, it's on the way to Sigismund's camp.
Let's go then.
Great. Saddle your horse and get ready. I can smell the game from here. Oh, can you smell that? Freedom!
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more game?
I'd rather not. You know how it ends up when we make bets.
If you're talking about the cock-up at the pond.
No, I meant that bet back in Ratai. When we made a bet to see who could bag more hares, remember?
Well, of course I do. I won.
In your dreams. I bagged twice as many hares as you, but I was talking about the humans who caught you and tied you to a tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
And how many adventures we still have ahead of us, eh?
I hope so. But to be honest, conquering Malashov and capturing von Bergov, I hope Zhizka has a foolproof plan.
Don't worry. It's nothing we can't handle.
And when we tell our story in some tavern, the lasses will be falling at our feet.
Don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches. But a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's go.
We're almost there.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp. Bloody hell! Soldiers! Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. Shit, and there's a dead body! Over there, by the tree. You see that? There are soldiers there. Sigismund's men, judging by their colours.
And who's that? Over there by the tree?
Nobody now, I'm afraid. Probably some poor fellow who just stumbled across the bastards.
What are we gonna do?
We came here to hunt. So let's hunt.
Are you sure? There's quite a lot of them. I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in Ratai that time.
Come on. We can handle this motley bunch.
All right, but I'll do it on my own. Nice and quiet.
What about me? Am I supposed to just sit and watch?
You'll be ready to back me up if things get messy.
Oh, all right then. Just get rid of them.
Do I want to send Mutt home? Mutt, to Devil's Den.
This doesn't look good. And that's that. I've got to say, though, you stick out like a monk in a brothel. Next time we go straight at them together.
Oh, it didn't exactly go well. But they're dead now. That's the main thing. Shouldn't we tell Žижka about what happened here?
Why? There's not much to tell, really.
Don't you want to boast about your heroic deeds?
Come on. You call this a heroic deed?
Wiping out a band of Sigismund's soldiers. It's not long ago I wouldn't have believed we had it in us.
You see? And today it's just another run-of-the-mill afternoon.
And what about the dead bodies?
Well, I suppose we should bury them, eh? They may have been bastards, but we shouldn't leave them to the wolves.
What now? Make camp and go hunting?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my mood for it. But we promised to bring some meat, didn't we?
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe. That should do it.
All right. Let's cut it up and take it back to Devil's Den. We'll go together, right?
Of course.
All right. You take care of the dough. I'll start digging a grave.
My, what a beautiful horse. Christ, pardon me. What'll it be?
I need to take a load off.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
Do you have some pretty girl here?
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
Great, but it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here.
Next time, just do what you want to me, and that's that. I prefer when a fella leaves here satisfied.
What are you doing here?
Searching for treasure.
I was being serious.
What do you mean? I've got this here treasure map, and I'm looking for gold.
Oh, don't be shy. Let me see it.
And why would I do that? So you can pinch it?
I only want to help. I know these parts. What if you're looking in the wrong place entirely?
Well, you could be right. Fuck it. Here, take a look. But give it right back. So what's it gonna be?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you've been deceived.
What?
This is no map. I've seen a fair few in my time, and this is just a bunch of scribbles.
What? But how can you tell?
Well, I thought it was odd just from the parchment it was scrawled on. It's very delicate, and the lines... It looks like no map I've ever seen. Sorry.
Fuck. You might as well keep it then.
What break here?
I'm telling you, ain't I? Your men smashed all my pictures. And on top of that, they drank nearly a whole barrel of wine. And poor Dorota had to flee to the woods from your savages. She's lucky she got away with her honor intact.
I see. We pay everything. And punish very hard. Who was they?
How am I supposed to know their names? 5 of them there was. All in your uniforms.
Quiet now. I know you. I see you before.
Me? No, you're mistaking me for someone else.
Now, Zudnakam, where we know us from?
We don't know each other, really. I just have that kind of face. You know how it is. An ordinary bloke in a camp full of gentlemen like you. No wonder I don't stand out.
True. People many and time little to remember all.
There you are.
Henry? What are you doing here?
Žижka sent me. Is there somewhere we can talk? In private, I mean.
Oh, by Christ. Oh, you've come up with another plan, haven't you? All right. But you better come this evening. We're too easily seen right now.
What do you mean?
My respects.
I'm here.
Come. I know a place where nobody will disturb us.
Where's that?
Stop asking questions and start undressing.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're just another customer. And relax a bit. You're as stiff as if you were waiting to be branded.
How am I supposed to relax in this situation?
Come now, Henry. Don't say you've never had your back scrubbed by a woman.
I have, yeah, but... it's just different with you. It feels a bit weird. After all we've been through together.
Oh, come now. You don't have to be bashful in front of me, even about what I think I see in that tub.
Well, the water is pretty cold.
Of course it is. So tell me quickly what you're doing here before you shrivel up entirely in the water. You say Žижka sent you?
That's right. It's about von Bergov's cannon and the Praggers who have it. I hear they're going to move it to Sedlec.
Aye, they have it. What of it?
We want to steal it on the way.
Have you all gone mad? Do you know how dangerous that is?
I know. That's why Žижka sent me here. I'm supposed to infiltrate the Praggers and make sure everything goes smoothly.
So what do you need me for?
Information. When are the Praggers going to take the cannon to Sedlec?
That's what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? But it looks like they got held up for some reason. Sometimes I hear them complaining they should have been long gone by now.
Where's the cannon now?
In the upper part of the camp where all the local captains have their tents. They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the gate doesn't let just anyone in. And what's more, they say the whole camp's gunpowder store is there.
And you think it's in the storehouse there?
That's the only place it can be. I haven't seen it anywhere down here, but they won't let me into the upper part.
Do you know anything about the cannon?
Not much. I've heard they call it the Finger of God, and it costs a fortune, but that's all.
Who's in charge here?
That's a pretty complicated question. But in a nutshell, there are 3 main captains here. They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlitz with his toadies and doesn't take much of an interest in what's going on here. The Cumans are under the command of a fellow called Chertan. Then there is Grozaf, who runs the camp. And then there are the Pragas, led by Dietrich Katz.
What is this Chertan like?
He's the commander of all the Cumans who marched into Bohemia. Sigismund officially gives the orders, of course, but it's Chertan they listen to. I've met him a couple of times. He's a tough fella, but his soldiers are loyal to him.
Who's this Grosov?
He's in charge of everything here. He's a nobleman, but don't expect him to act like one. They say he ran up debts and fell out with half the royal court. So Sigismund holed him away here instead of taking him to Sedlitz. Watch out for him. You know how it is. The worse off a man is, the pushier he gets.
This Katz. Who is he?
He's in charge of the Prague Artillery Regiment. You should know him, in fact. It was him and his men who attacked Nabakov that time.
That Horson who nearly killed us all.
Calm down. You'll get your revenge soon enough.
Do you have any idea how I could infiltrate the Praggers?
The best thing would be to join up. There are never enough men. But it won't be as easy as it might seem. They won't let you go up and see cats just like that. But down by the shooting range, you'll find a fella they call Crow. He's a corporal in the Praggers. You'll know him by his big black moustache. He's Katz's right-hand man. So I'd try my luck with him.
But what if he turns me down?
Then I suppose you'll have to keep bothering him until he changes his mind. What else?
And once I've joined them, what next?
Find out when they're supposed to go to Sedlitz. And above all, why they're still here. And once you've got it sorted out with them and you're gonna all ride out with the cannon, I'll go straight to the Devil's Den and we'll get to work.
Well, it all sounds pretty dangerous. If I say the wrong thing or someone recognizes me, the game will be up. I could do with a kiss for luck.
If you don't mess up, you'll have 1,000 kisses. But work before play. Is there anything else you want to ask before we get started?
Do you know anything else about the Praggers that might come in handy?
Not really. They're artillerymen, as I said. And their pay is a lot better than the others, so they aren't too popular around here. That's all I know. They drink, play dice, and go to the baths just like all the others.
What's it like here? Should I be afraid?
Not really. But I wouldn't call it peaceful here. You know what it's like. Humans here, Prague's there. Couple of noblemen and a bunch of mercenaries who want to fill their purses. All hot-blooded and all hating each other. Apart from that, it's lovely.
Is there anything I should watch out for?
Your mouth, mostly. You know what you're like. If you give the game away, you're a dead man. Just try and act normal. They get up to a lot of drinking, riding, and archery here. Now and then they fight like cats and dogs, but the captains have things under control for the moment. Although
what?
There's a rumor going round the soldiers that there's a spy here. At first, I was worried they were talking about me, but it seems not. Be careful.
That's all I need to know.
Get out of the water, then. You've been in there for ages. Though I have to admit you've scrubbed up nicely. Maybe I should wash you more often.
As long as it's always free of charge.
Actually, there is something you could do to repay me. But that can wait. Enlist for service first, soldier.
Damn darkness.
My humble respects.
I'm sorry.
Sir, that's what you said last time. And the time before that. And now I ain't no material to forge anything for you.
Dare you speak to me like that, you lout. You've forgotten who's in charge here. I know full well you rob our soldiers here.
Greetings, sir. Who are you?
You do not know who I am? Have you just crawled out from under a dung heap? I'm Grossav of Borumraka. What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you.
You and half the camp. I don't have time for you, peasant. I'm in charge of the whole place here. Got that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time.
Then do not waste my time.
Be careful with that scythe. Just a little longer. Be careful with that scythe. Just a little longer.
Greetings. What do you need?
Are you the one they call Crow?
I'm only Crow to good friends, or strangers who want to punch in the gob. Which group do you belong to?
Well, neither, I reckon. But I hope that'll change. I want to join your regiment.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-wells. I've had fellas pestering me ever since Radovan let slip that we get double the pay. Go and ask Lord Borumlaka, I mean. He's been taking on all kinds of mercenaries. You'll fit in better with his rabble.
Oh, that'd be a waste of my talents.
Oh, really? How's that?
I'm a blacksmith. That's useful, isn't it? You're bound to need stuff hammered straight or sharpened all the time.
Aye, we need that. God knows we do. But that doesn't mean we have to let you join up, does it?
I know about herbs. If you have a sore throat, or need some extra energy, or you've got food poisoning, I'm your man.
That kind of thing always comes in handy, but we have a physician, and one that half the world would envy us. We don't need another.
I could spy for you. I know how to get into all kinds of places without being seen.
That sounds pretty useful, true enough. But we don't do espionage. There's other people in the camp for that.
Oh, damn it, is that still not enough for you? What more do you want?
For you to stop hassling me. You're a bit pushy for my liking. It's a bit suspicious.
I want to serve the king, is all. Sigismund should take things in hand here and impose order, since Wenceslas isn't capable of it.
Interesting. Most people in these parts have other ideas.
Only I'm not most people. Please. Just give me a chance.
All right. We lost a couple of men recently in any case. You know what? I'll go and see Katz, our commander. He'll know what to do with you.
Who the fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir. And I want to enlist.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe? Crow, why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to take a look at him. It's hard to believe when he never shuts up, but he said he's good at creeping about unnoticed. Someone like that could come in useful.
Well, if that's true, but we'll have to try you out first in any case. I have this issue here.
Ah, you're not going on about that stupid charter again, are you? How many more men will you send to find it?
As many as it takes. Don't tell me you're not fed up with being stuck here. So, this is your test, Henry. Either you come back as one of us, or you don't come back at all. What do you say?
It's a deal. I'm not afraid of any job.
Damn it, Crow, this lad might actually have what it takes.
Maybe he'll help us get out of this shithole at last.
Listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. And with them a wagon with horses, to be precise. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to take to Sedlitz, but they never arrived there.
It seems they were last seen somewhere between Miskovitz and Rabstein. But that was ages ago. Christ knows where they might be now.
Hang on, why would they go past Miskovitz? That's not on the way to Sedlitz.
That's what I don't understand. But you can ask them if you find them.
Maybe they just deserted. It happens.
Not in our regiment. Our men are loyal.
I don't give a shit what happened to them. They could have been eaten by squirrels for all I care. I just want that painted chest they were carrying. There's a very important charter in it, and we need it back. Got that?
What if there's more than one charter? I need to know what's written on it.
Nothing a yokel like you would understand. If there's more than one, just bring me all of them.
And what should I do when I find these fellas?
What do you think? Free them if someone's holding them. Bury them if they're dead. Kill them if they've deserted.
What, take down 7 men by myself?
Do you want to be a fucking soldier or not? All right then. If things get tough, come and see me and we'll sort it out somehow.
And is that all you know? What do these fellas look like? Do they have any friends in these parts? Anything at all?
Well, there is one thing. Mishek, one of those 7, came back.
And you're only telling me this now? So question him, and we'll know what's going on, won't we?
Go ahead and try it yourself, genius.
Mishek was brought back on a cart. Some peasant found the poor bloke unconscious on the road and brought him here. He's been in the infirmary since then. But you can stop by, maybe the Sawbones will be able to tell you something. His name is Musa.
And let me tell you, you ain't never seen a man like Musa before.
All right, I think I understand. Find the men and bring back the charter.
So what are you standing here for? Do you want my blessing for the road?
Don't worry, sir. You can rely on me. Consider it done.
Forgot, lad. You're pretty sure of yourself.
A bit too sure, if you ask me.
Isn't he just? You know what? Go and see Puta, the captain of the mercenaries who serve here. Some extra work will do you good. You'll go and requisition some supplies with him. And with a bit of luck, you'll get us something to eat without us having to torch another village. Now go. And don't get yourself killed, all right?
So this is where you're hiding the cannon. Well, not for much longer. You're gonna lose it as soon as you hit the road for settlers.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
There is nothing better than a good night's sleep. Would you agree?
Why so cheerful? Did you have a good night?
I dreamt I was back in Granada again. You have no idea how glad I am that it was just a dream.
Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soldiers who went missing. It seems one of them is in your infirmary.
Yes, Mishek. He's lying over there and will remain lying for long. He was badly stabbed, and it will take weeks before he comes to his senses.
But I need to talk to him.
Then you shall have to wait. When he was brought here, he was mumbling about some wagon on a place called Lota. But then he passed out and did not awake again.
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need him to be healed, just to wake up for a while. What if we brew something with mint? That wakes me up like nothing else.
That is not such a bad idea, Henry. One can make a decoction from Varelian and mint, which is called cockerel potion. It will not heal the poor wretch, but it might wake him up for a bit. But it must be very strong. Not like what is sold by the quacks around here.
Hold on. I have something like that here.
And is it a strong enough decoction?
We'll soon find out.
Very well, friend. I will try to trust you.
Right. We'll see if I brewed it properly.
Whoa. What's happening? Where am I?
Calm down, Mishek. How are you feeling?
Like I was kicked in the head by a horse. Wait. How do you know who I am?
No, we don't have time for introductions. I need to know what happened to you and the others you went to Sedlets with.
Oh, that. What do you want to know?
What actually happened? Start at the beginning and don't leave anything out.
We were riding to Setlets, me and 6 others. We were taking some gifts or something.
a couple of crates with some valuables and a kind of painted chest with some documents. Carel and Francex talked the others into nicking the stuff and doing a runner. But I was against it, so they jumped me.
So it was your friends who did this to you?
I told them I wouldn't rat on them. But they said they'd make sure I wouldn't. Francex pounced on me and stuck a knife in my belly. But I managed to push him off and took to my heels. All I can remember is running somewhere, and then I came over all dizzy.
The document you were carrying, where is it? What's in it?
I've no idea. Cats didn't tell us anything, and I can't read. Some report for the king, most likely.
I need to know where the rest of the men who were riding with you to Sedlets are. I have to find them.
I'm not sure. We talked about Lotta. It seems there's a sawmill there they could hide in. So maybe they're there. Listen, will I be all right? What are my chances? I don't feel well. What's wrong with me?
The brew is wearing off, most likely.
I'm going to die, aren't I?
No, you're not going to die. But you won't be on active duty anytime soon. You need to rest.
Rest? Yes, I should. Get my strength back.
A knight held captive here died recently. Peter of Sukatleski. Do you know anything about that?
Ah, yes. He was in poor shape when they brought him in. But if they'd let me treat him, I might have been able to save him.
What was wrong with him?
I only saw him very briefly, but it was obvious he was in bad shape. He was pale. His eyes were bloodshot. He was acting like he had been hit very hard on the head.
So it really was illness that killed him, then?
Well, partly. But mostly it was negligence and disrespect for human life.
Did they forbid you from treating the prisoner?
No. Not directly, anyway. But let us say they made it very clear to me that the wounded from the king's army were the priority. And there is no shortage of them.
But there hasn't been a battle for some time.
Exactly. They are bored. So they get drunk and knock each other's teeth out or strain their backs in the baths.
Are you certain that knight could still be helped? Might treating him have been pointless?
Only Allah can cure the ill. I can lessen their pain, put them into a deep sleep or such. But who am I to decide whether or not the pain will return, or if they will wake up from their sleep? I do have plenty of experience, though. And I think I can recognize who has a chance of surviving, and who does not.
Thank you. I'm going now. Thanks for your help. I think I know where to go now.
Excellent, my friend. Finally someone who understands my craft a little. Perhaps you could help me here sometime. Good luck with your task. Kasagin the manje.
This way's no good. I'll have to go around.
What? What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost, if you value your life.
Calm down. I just want to talk.
Talk then, before I kick your ass out. What do you want then?
I've only come for one document. That's all I want from you.
What fucking document? Hold on. You mean that parchment we were taking to Sedlet's? Dopradelle. A fella hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for, but all that's in that fucking chest is useless shit and some stupid fucking parchment. Hey, how come you know about it?
Cat sent me here for it. He wanted me to find you and bring it back.
Cut? That old wineskin ain't given up yet. We thought he'd see sense and leave us be, when none of the fools he sent after us came back.
Scram! Right now! Clear off!
There's no point dragging this out, is there? Just give me the charter and I'll be on my way.
And you'll leave us be?
Scram! Right now!
Go wherever you like. I just need the parchment.
All right. It's up in the loft, in the painted chest. You can take it. There's a ladder in the chamber. And you never saw us, right?
Even wasting time with you. He said you don't like him because he shagged your woman. You were in the same gang.
Everyone shagged her, but he robbed me out of my share and jobbed me in for good measure. But he didn't tell you that, did he?
Well, no.
I thought as much.
church is rotten. Hear what Master Yang Good day to you.
Greetings to you too.
It'll satisfy your hunger, bud.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden for me.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
Well, they're still at the sawmill, as far as I know. I managed to sneak in among them, but I didn't feel up to taking them on.
Doesn't matter. We'll send a cavalry troop after them. We'll tie the bastards behind the horses and drag them here. So everyone sees what happens when you try to get one over us. My Christ, Henry, you've made my day. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Loffen Rock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry found that damn document for us.
And what about the deserters?
I'll take care of them, don't you worry.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedlitz?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink!
As you command, sir. To the Praggers!
Long live the Praggers! At last I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Nah, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money off the captain is never a good idea.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. That's still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. These ones here.
Damn! What's this?
Aye, that'll do. These ones here. Like this. Oh, come on! Aye, that'll do. That'll do me. Roll. You must have a...
Shit! How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. I'll pluck you like a chicken. And now for a drink. And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge,
But why the fuck are you shouting up my arse? I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tutti presenti. Kitchen authorized.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone, please, explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him. You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
What are your orders, Lord?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
That never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. And now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Cuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think. Looking and thinking until we're all slaughtered. Sigismund wants... This all hung, drawn, and quartered. Sing, my friends, soon we'll be gutted like piggies. That's what
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Yeah, Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow. Oh, there's powder all over the place.
One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. Sir Grozov owes Chertan money. Sakra. Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
In Cheritan's tent, I found a document that says Grozav owes him a lot of coin.
First of all, you can read? I didn't expect that. Second, and more importantly, don't tell anyone, all right? Grozov might think we suspect him of something, and we certainly don't. Not until we find more evidence, at least. Let's hope Cheritan can tell us something. Come on, let's go and see if Moose is done with him yet.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Cheritan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Cheritan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Cheritan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
What nonsense is that?
Someone must have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Oh, he was hiding under the table waiting for you to turn your back, was he?
Where did you get the wine from? I thought you didn't drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Cheritan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Cheritan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Cheritan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozav has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
I know one of the bathhouse wenches. Maybe she could distract the guard while I slip past and talk to Musa.
That's not a bad idea. If you can talk her into it, that's bound to work. Off you go, then.
How much time do we have for this investigation?
2 days at most, I'd say. Then Sigismund's deputy will arrive from Sedlitz. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
My humble Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Grief, swallow his soul.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
I could hide somewhere here and see if he comes back.
That's not a bad idea. At least I'll be able to get a good night's sleep for a change. I will. Won't I?
Of course.
All right, I trust you. But you can't scare him off. If he scarpers, you'll never get a confession out of him. And what'll you do when you find him?
I could explain to him that a woman like you isn't for him.
I suppose. if you tell him firmly enough.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
Only going to get wet again.
So it's you. You're the human that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das Bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Again?
Igen? Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütöd bele az orrod? Igen, szeretem.
She's scared. Oh, Sakra. It's like talking to a horse. Ah! Help! That man wants to hurt me! Help! Save me! Huh? Bathhouse woman? Afraid. You? Go away. Du Schwein. Nicht amor.
Mi van? Félt tőlem. De én ezt nem akartam. Hát jó. Rendben, akkor békén hagyom. Nicht amor.
See how easily we came to an agreement? I found the human who was stalking you. He's called Chakan, and I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Oh, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? But the main thing is he won't cause any more trouble. We've got more important things to worry about. And thank you. I owe you one. Now go.
So you'll lure the guard away from Moose's tent? I scratched your back?
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. Then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least. day, soldier boy. What are you standing around here for?
I'm on guard.
My word! What are you guarding?
That's a secret.
Oh, good lord. You must be very important to get a task like that, eh?
I reckon. This is child's play for me. You should see me in battle.
Ooh, I'm sure I'd be terrified.
You'd have nothing to fear, dearie. I'd protect you.
How gallant. Oh, you ought to be rewarded for that. Wouldn't you like me to give you a...
Henry?
Well, I can't.
What are you doing here?
Standing here for
Grozov said...
Nah, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinge sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons. Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right.
Examine Cherton's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Cherton?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
But what if some spy got inside the camp?
It is true that Sigismund has enemies everywhere, and killing his commander might be appealing, but the guards would not have let a stranger get close to the powder store.
Well, what do you think?
And I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grozav found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Greetings. What do you want?
I'm supposed to report to you about supplies.
Are they running out of blokes? Sending a milksop like you?
I'm not...
At least I can understand you, unlike those Cuman horse fuckers.
What's this about, then?
I need to requisition supplies for the camp from the locals. Grub for us, fodder for the horses.
Where do you want to get the supplies?
We haven't been to Bohunjovitz in a while. I reckon they can't wait to see us.
Who's coming along?
Me, and they usually send some Cumans along because people are afraid of them.
That's not much.
And that's why you're coming with me. But don't worry, I already sent a couple of blokes ahead to get everything ready. I reckon they can handle a few peasants.
Won't the people resist?
They will, but fuck all good it'll do them. We'll chase them out of their houses, bring in the cart, and take whatever we can.
And what if something goes wrong?
That'll only happen if we take our eyes off them. Then there might be bloodshed, but usually not ours.
I don't need to hear any more.
I'm glad to hear it. But it's too late now, it's getting dark. Come back tomorrow. The sooner the better. We'll leave before noon, otherwise we'd only be in a rush.
I'll kill you.
Greetings, friend. Good to see you, friend.
Pete, I'm sorry. Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Well, I'm here. Should we go then?
Let's get going then, so we're back nice and early. Here we are, youngster.
Hoi charter Kierket! Mindenket!
Kifelé! Mozogsz, te nyomorult! Te is! Kifelé!
Come on, we don't have all day for this! Ne pozorojadno, kozi dödas ala kivas od parastal! Shut the fuck up over there! Fucking peasants. This requisitioning's a pain in the arse. Well then, old star. Have you got the supplies for the king, like we agreed? Hmm?
We prepared what we could.
Where did the men I sent in advance run off to? I just hope they're sleeping off the hangover from your friendly welcome.
Your men? Nobody was here.
God fucking damn it! Can't even rely on forward patrols anymore. If I catch them, they'll hang. Kurva! What about the food for us? Flour, cabbage, meat, cheese, eggs, like last time?
We've got everything, just not as much as last time. We gave what we could, but we're living hand to mouth as is.
Then you better pray it's enough. The lad here will check it and load it onto the wagon. Got it?
Don't worry, everything will turn out well. As soon as they load their supplies, they'll leave us alone. I'm afraid. What if there won't be enough? Don't worry, everything will turn out well. As soon as they load up their supplies, they'll leave us alone.
What will become of us if they take everything from us?
I understand. Where should I start?
The men will help you out.
None of that. I said the lad would do it. Tell your people to stay where they are so I can see them. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
We definitely don't.
Tell him where to go so we got this over with.
Everyone is standing in front of their cottages. The biggest house in the village belongs to Fowl. Next to him lives Old Man Willow. And across from Willow, above the stream, is Smill's house. And mine is above that. I'll go there with you myself.
You'll stay right here.
Ask my daughter, Sofka. She'll show you where the supplies are prepared.
And what about that fifth house?
Nobody has lived there for years. The whole family died of the plague.
Fine. Now enough talk, peasant. Let's get to it. I want to be finished by nightfall. And you, lad, wait a mo.
What?
Come closer, so I don't have to yell. Now listen close, and remember what I say. I'm bloody well sure these peasant rats hid something somewhere.
Why would they risk it?
Oh, come on. I'd do exactly the same. Nobody wants to go hungry. Don't believe a word those stinking bastards say, and look through those houses of theirs from top to bottom to make sure they don't have something tucked away.
I understand.
They can be glad we're doing this the easy way, for now. If there's not enough food, they'll have me to answer to. So, Food on the cart, all valuables and silver straight to me.
Kus legyen!
What will become of us if they take everything from
Hail
us?
Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
There's a little bit here. It won't be enough, though.
Here we go. Don't worry. Someday they'll withdraw and things will be better.
A locked cellar. I should ask about it. Beer. They'll be happy about this back at Sigismund's camp.
We'll deal with them. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit. Thy womb, Jesus. From one mother to another, I beg of you, please protect me.
Well, where are your supplies for the king?
Right behind the door, leaning against the wall. Everything's ready to go.
Don't cry, Ma. There was nothing else I could do.
Supplies ready for the king.
Pa, what's the point? We'll die of hunger.
I won't get anything out of him in this state. Maybe I could do something to help him.
So what if they...
Let's take a look then. I reckon I won't be able to fix you up completely, but maybe at least enough to talk to you. I'll try to take the bandage off for a moment so I can take a look at your wounds. You better pray my hands are steady. Careful. It's sticky with blood.
Ow!
Those are some deep wounds. From a sword. Show me those wounds. I've seen this before. Deep wounds, miserably dressed, and not even cleaned. It's no wonder you're in so much pain. That should do it. I'll have to clean the wounds, preferably with some strong spirits, and then re-bandage them. And it's gonna hurt, so I should find something for the pain before that.
So what if they have weapons? There's more of us.
Let's get to it. First, I'll give you something for the pain. A decoction for the pain. This should make you feel better. Now I'll clean the wound, if I have something to do it with. That should be enough. Now I'll re-bandage your wound.
Ow!
And that's that. That'll have to do. Hopefully I'll get something meaningful out of him now. Hey! Wake up!
It hurts. What happened?
I was hoping you'd tell me. Who roughed you up like this?
Soldiers. I have to... Are you one of them?
Don't worry. I won't hurt you. I just treated you so you wouldn't die here. What soldiers are you talking about?
They came to take everything away from us. Like always. Sigismund's men. We were only defending ourselves.
What happened to you?
I tried to stop them. So they, wouldn't take anything more from us. So they wouldn't come back. So, we sent them away.
Where can I find these soldiers?
I don't know. There was a fight. There's a hayloft nearby. We sent them there. Oh. I should have listened to her.
Get some rest. I won't get anything more out of you now, anyway.
us from all evil forevermore.
What happened to that injured fellow?
He's my son. He was attacked by a group of cutthroats when he was returning from Kuttenberg.
And where did they find him?
Just a short way from here, near Opatovitz.
It's just a stone's throw from the military camp, though. Who dared to rob people there?
Well, I don't know.
I think you're lying to me.
My God, what more do you want? You took our food, nearly murdered my son. Sakra.
Well. So no robbers?
It was them two soldiers who came before you. Sofka, my son's sweetheart, caught their eye. They took her aside to... well, you know what soldiers do to girls. Vitek wanted to protect her. So him and a few lads attacked them with pitchforks. They killed them both. But Vitek came out of it worse for wear.
Where can I find that girl?
She's Binyek's daughter. She'll be standing in front of her house, like all the others.
What should I do with you now?
Don't tell anyone. Please. They'll kill us all.
That all depends on what you tell me in return. Tell me where you hid your supplies from us, and don't tell me you didn't.
Oh, God forgive me.
What can you tell me about that fowl from next door?
He's the only one in the village who has livestock. 2 lovely fattened cows.
Well now, where can I find them?
If the cows aren't in the byre, then he had to drive them somewhere where they wouldn't be found. He often walked them down to the stream to drink. To the right of the bridge.
Thanks. I'll take a look there. That's not enough for me. What else do you know? How about Smill, for instance? Did he hide anything?
He was recently boasting about some barrels of good beer. He said I should come over sometime.
I already know about that. That's not much help.
That's all I know.
What else do you have for me? Spit it out.
I'll never forgive myself for this.
What did Binyek hide, and where? For sure he didn't give me everything either.
Do you know those plague graves beyond the village? Right behind the deserted cottage? At night, I saw Binyek burying something there. I'm sure he was hiding supplies there.
He hid food in a grave? I'll take a look there.
That really is everything. I don't know anything more.
All right then. At least you told me something. I'll leave you be for now.
What's going to happen to my son?
Have no fear. I'm not like those soldiers who came before.
God bless you.
Don't worry.
There's not much of these supplies.
It's all we have. The next harvest isn't for a long time.
What about that locked cellar?
It's completely empty. Why?
Well, that's odd. If the cellar's empty, where did this beer come from?
What beer? What are you talking about?
So you know nothing about it?
No. Do I look like I do?
That's a shame. I wanted to make a deal.
What sort of deal?
That I'd keep quiet about the beer.
And what do you want in return?
I want you to tell me what the other villagers are hiding. And where.
So that's how it is. Well, nothing will come of that, because the beer ain't mine. Enjoy it.
And guide our souls to heaven in the hour of... our death.
Don't worry, everything will turn out well.
Kush
As soon as they load up their supplies.
I'm here for the supplies.
When you pass through the gate to the yard, you'll see them on your right.
I hope so. Supplies. There's not much here. I should hurry. Kurva? A corpse? Oh, there won't be anything here. Oh, bloody hell. Just another corpse. Nothing at all. There's something here. I wonder what's inside. Hidden supplies. You're supposed to tell me where I can find the supplies for the king.
Where do you think? Right behind the door in the cottage. Everything's ready underneath the window.
Are you Vitek's sweetheart?
I am. What do you want with him?
His father told me he saved you from the king's men when they tried to... you know.
That's true. I don't know what I would have done without him.
What exactly happened there?
These two soldiers came and told me to go with them to the hayloft. Otherwise they'd hurt me. So I went. And then, well, one of them grabbed me. So I couldn't even breathe. I was afraid they'd kill me. But then Vitek attacked them from behind. It was really brave of him.
You're saying he overpowered 2 trained soldiers by himself?
He wasn't alone. As soon as the fight broke out, my father and some other fellas from the village ran up.
Vitek's father told me a different story. He said they found him in that sorry state and carried him home. Stop lying to me, girl.
God help me, it wasn't my fault. I warned them it would end badly, but Vitek didn't listen to a word I said. He was awfully angry, just like everyone here. Then they came once again, after God knows how many times, to take supplies for their camp.
Slow down a little. Let's go over this one thing at a time. Who attacked first?
The fellas from the village. They were trying to lure the soldiers to the hayloft, saying they had the supplies there. But instead of the supplies, there were other men waiting there. And they pounced on the soldiers.
Did the soldiers do anything to you?
Not them two. No. But the other ones before them almost let us die of hunger. And these would have done the same.
What about Vitek's injury?
They did that to him after, in the fight.
Why did he do it?
Because we're desperate. We feed Sigismund's entire army and have nothing to eat ourselves. What can we live on?
Does this really resolve anything, then? Whose idea was it?
Vitek's. I tried to talk him out of it, and his father did too. But there was no getting through to him.
What did you do with the soldiers?
We buried them in the forest behind the village. Just a short way, away from the place where it happened.
I don't need to hear any more.
My God. What'll happen to us?
Now it's up to me if I tell anybody about it.
Oh, don't cry. Nothing'll happen to Pa.
That still isn't enough.
I'm sorry.
Someday they'll live full.
What do you want from me?
Your help.
You heard your commander. You're supposed to load it up yourself.
That's not what I meant. I'm afraid that if there isn't enough food, the commander will have you killed. I'm sure you've got something tucked aside.
Why should I believe you?
Because I don't want your blood on my hands.
Why don't you tell your commander that? You had your chance.
He would have had me thrashed on the spot. I can help you in secret. If there's enough food, the commander will leave the village alone.
You call that help? Why should I even believe you?
Because my whole family died in Scalise. I don't want that to happen to you as well.
Damn it. May God forgive me. I can't tell you much. If it got out I helped you, the others would never forgive me.
Anything will help. So spit it out.
Look in Smill's cellar and in Fowl's stable.
And what about the last house?
Leave old man Willow out of this, please. His son is hurt, and he's suffered enough already.
Hurt, you say? What happened to him?
I already told you more than I should have. Pack up your supplies and leave well enough alone already. Please.
You haven't told me about your house yet.
I was hoping you'd forget about it. Look behind the house, where the big pile of manure is. That's all I can tell you. Really.
Well, I thought we could help each other. But you're not making it easy for me.
Only me and my daughter Sofka know about the last hiding place. And she's no fool. If you find it, she'll know I must have blabbed.
If she really is so smart, she'll surely understand you did it to save everyone.
I hope you're right. Now listen close. Back behind the abandoned house are 3 plague graves. The one on the left is empty. Well, empty except for the supplies I buried there.
You didn't hide them too well, because I already found them.
Then that's all I can do to help you.
Child, have mercy on my boy. Don't let him die.
So this is where Fowl leads his cows, according to what Willow told me. The cattle went this way. More cow tracks. These are from a cow too. cow prints again.
I knew there had to be lying. Two nicely fattened cows.
Release thy compassion. We take refuge, O Holy Mother of God.
What will become of us if they take everything?
Are you just going to leave us here to die?
Isn't enough for us.
That's what I'd like to know. Get that from your mother.
This isn't enough for us.
What else can I do? Who else will help our son?
What will become of us if they take everything from us? Don't worry, everything will be good again. Father will deal with them.
We'll die of hunger.
Yeah. Boy! This isn't enough for us.
You've taken everything from us. Thieves!
I found some valuables.
Hand them over.
Here you go.
Beautiful. Keep at it. Maybe you'll get something out of this too.
I found 2 cows hidden in the forest.
Well, well. The lads back at camp would kill for some fresh meat. Meat's worth more than anything else these paupers prepared for us. Finally, something other than cabbage to eat. I'll send one of those horse fuckers for it. You keep looking.
I found a few barrels of beer.
Lady Luck's on our side today, lad. That should shut those lads back at camp up. Keep going. Maybe you'll find some other treasures, and we won't have to take so much food from the villagers.
Come on, have mercy.
Is that enough yet?
Aye, good job, lad. They'll be jumping for joy back at camp.
We can head back.
Good. Let's say our farewells and get going.
Sir, wait. You can't just take everything we have. If we die of hunger, there'll be no one to feed you.
Do you think you're the only fucking village in the region? One yokel more or less, it makes no difference.
But what'll become of us?
That's not my concern. And calm down. You're starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I'd rather die here and now than die of hunger.
Careful what you wish for.
Think of your people, peasant. Even if you beat us, what then? You think you can take on the king's entire army?
You'd better listen to him, peasant. They'll cut you down like cattle.
To die with honor in battle, or to starve like a dog. What difference does it make?
You still have a chance to survive.
Survive? But what kind of life will it be? For Christ's sake, what'll become of us? What'll become of us?
We're done here. Let's head back, lad. Home sweet home.
That's for sure.
It's not much, but at least folks don't look at you like you're a murderer here. Anyway, good work, lad. Here's your pay. Besides that, here's a bit on top as a share of the profit.
What profit?
All they want back at camp is a certain amount of grub. Anything else we can sell on the side. You found it, I sold it. We go half and half.
Thanks.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
Greetings. Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered. That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No. We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't understand their gibberish, do I?
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world. Careful!
Who stinks here? I'm sorry.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a chance to defend himself. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Some poisons are so strong that the body tries to expel them. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cherton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing. Though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp. Well, almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasm started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shat himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He threw up on himself, he had spasms, he shat himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Greetings, new friend.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertown was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I have been thinking about what you said. That some spy is most likely behind the murder. I do not intend to accuse anyone, of course. I myself have a knife to my throat. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Even if I tell you, you can trust me.
No. I'm just carrying out Katz's orders, that's all.
If you say so. But it is a pity. This could have been a very interesting conversation.
I think I'll just go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
But I'm Moose's assistant, and I need his advice. We've got lots of sick men.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but nobody's allowed to see Musa.
Oh. What are you doing here?
That's what I'd like to know. They just came and said I should guard the physician, and you wouldn't happen to know what's going on, would you?
Don't ask me. How should I know what their lordships have come up with this time?
It's always us common soldiers who suffer, isn't it? My feet are growing roots from all this standing here.
Wouldn't you rather go and have an ale? You won't miss anything here.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That Moore can look after himself.
Hey, there you are. Come here quickly. I need to talk with you.
Fine. What do you want?
What do I want? What the fuck do I want? To smash your face, break your legs, cut your balls off. Oh, precisely what Basan and his friends want to do to me.
What? Why?
You have the nerve to ask. You were supposed to leave a replica of that blasted sword in his tent. You said you did it.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Where's the real sword now?
Where should it be? I got rid of it. Threw it in the river. If he found it on me...
There, you see? Nobody knows, and nobody will find out. You're safe.
But you tricked me. You really thought I wouldn't find out? Just wait, you whoreson. I'll show you.
Easy there, killer. I could also go to Basan myself and tell him how it really was.
You wouldn't do that.
Try and touch me, and you'll see.
Fine then. Be gone. I don't want to see you ever again, is that clear?
for pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame. He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. Grozav doesn't strike me as a keen reader. How could anyone drink all this? Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with kiss of death. Or was he?
Get going.
Don't think I can't see you.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nah, there's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent. Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Sir, I can assure you that Musa did nothing wrong.
I was waiting for you to pipe up, cats. Tell me, why should I believe the word of a low-born drunkard? Especially when it seems you and Musa are good friends.
Because I can prove everything I say to you. I tasked Henry here, one of my best soldiers, to find out what really happened to Chertan.
Him? Well, I shall definitely have to hear what he has to say. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by the camp commander, Grozov of Boromlaka.
What?
You scum! How dare you!
Silence!
You aren't gonna let this peasant insult me, are you, sir? You should cut him down to size.
That can wait. First, I want to know how he came up with this insolent claim. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
So Grozov was most likely trying to steal black powder. It's very valuable, and often gets stolen, I've heard. But Chertan caught him in the act. There was a fight, and that's how it ended.
Me? Stealing? What impudence!
What do you base this on?
There was powder scattered all over the storeroom floor. Chertan disturbed Sir Grozov, then he spilt the powder.
I've had enough of this. Another word and I'll have your tongue cut out.
But Sir Grozov, why are you getting so worked up over this simple fellow? You don't have anything to hide, do you?
Me? Of course not.
See then? We shall continue. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink. I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Grozov went to the infirmary a little before me and Katz. He could easily have had time to poison the wine Musa gave to Cherton.
What say you, Sir Musa?
It cannot be ruled out.
Well, Sir Grozov, what actually happened?
Why are you all still listening to that dung grubber? Where would I get hold of poison?
You brewed it up yourself. I found lots of valerian in your tent, which is used to make dollmaker potion. And that's exactly what was used to kill Cherton, sir.
That's enough. You'll die, you liar.
Silence! I've heard more than enough. Sir Grozov, you will come with me.
Me?
The king will not stand for wrongdoing among his nobles. That must be punished.
But I didn't do anything.
Don't make this harder than it need be.
Keep away from me.
Calm now, sir. Calm down.
Shut up, you worm. It's all your fault anyway. I won't let you put this on me. You hear? Go to hell. Ah! Ah!
Well, Sir Stibor, one problem is cleared up, and another one takes its place.
I wouldn't say that. We've rid the king of one idiot. It's just a pity Cherton had to die because of it. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for the unpleasantness you suffered.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
What will happen to the camp now?
That is not your concern. I will personally take command. You just get rid of the corpse and clear out the royal tent for me.
With pleasure. We won't be staying long anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
And then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
My humbleness.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I saw a land without end, all covered in sand, hot and dry, with no fresh water.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cumans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
You're always welcome here.
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old for all this. But the really heavy shit is still ahead of us. I can't imagine how I'm going to explain to the king that Sir Grozov, who he personally put in charge of his soldiers, is a murderer.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad, and Sir Stibor will back you up. I heard Sigismund wasn't too fond of Grozov.
Just he can't say it openly, because the other nobles wouldn't like it. Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out of here before dark. Sedlitz awaits!
So the devil jumps him from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the arms, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the devil such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with it, the devil... So he says... What the f... The bird! Good! Still standing! You won't get away with that, bastard!
You're bothering me.
Which way is up?
Try a little.
Hillary's too good for you. I'll block you up on the spot.
You want to try me?
Show your stuff.
You'll be fucking sorry. You caught him. You won't get me.
We're going to gut you, you whore. These cramps are horrible. What could have caused them?
You can't stand up to this. You'll die dead, you bastard.
Here's the last one.
You'll kick the bookie, you shit.
One day you're on top. Up, and the next.
This should stop the bleeding.
At least it stopped the bleeding.
What do you think you're doing here?
You fucking traitor.
Calm down, or you'll faint again. You've lost a lot of blood.
What now? What are you going to do with me?
Well, you're a good man. You deserve an honorable death.
A commander should fall with his men. You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit.
How terrible.
There. It's done.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy?
Oh, it just doesn't seem right, what we did to those people.
Not people, the enemy. Remember that. Trust me, you'll sleep a lot better. By the way, who's that fella over there? The one who fought on our side?
He's called Crow. We met in the camp, but I've no idea why he fought against his own people.
So go and fucking ask him, would you? Now that he knows about us, he could pose a threat. And another thing, Brabant has already brought up his promised reinforcements.
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself. But now, we have to get out of here first.
Yeah, the sooner we make ourselves scarce, the better.
To the task, then.